Wonka is a new film origin story for the classic Roald Dahl book character, was directed by Paul Kane, and stars Timothy Chalamet as Willy Wonka, a aspiring young chocolatier who wants to create his own chocolate shop, but has to deal with competition as well as a nasty woman owning a hotel that he stays at, who keeps him in debt, and working on the underground laundry mat, as well as some friends he meets along the way who are also in debt. And he also has to deal with the police, who are mostly in the shop owner's pockets and trying to run him out of business. You've got Kala Lane as Wonka's young friend Noodle. You've got Patterson Joseph as one of the candy shop owners, Slugworth. Matt Lucas as another one, Prodnose. Matthew Bainton as the third one, Fickelgruber. Olivia Colman as Mrs. Strobit, the hotel owner, and Tom Davis as Bleacher, who is the sort of helper for Mrs. Strobit. Like I said, this is a sort of origin story for Willy Wonka and not a direct adaptation of Roald Dahl's books, instead of taking elements from them and trying to tell a story before all that. So we get to see how Willy Wonka becomes a famous chocolatier, but we also get a little origin for Wonka's equally famous workers, the Oompa Loompas, or at least one of them, who he meets, played by Hugh Grant. And yeah, he just kind of is there for a little bit of the film, not for a lot, but he's in the marketing a decent amount. Like many of the other Wonka films, this one is a musical, with Willy doing quite a number of the songs, and I'm not a big musical expert, but I thought they were pretty decent songs, most of them, having a decent melody and tempo, and Timothy Chalamet, if he actually sung any of these songs, did a decent job. In terms of regular performances and not musical performances, Timothy Chalamet is also pretty decent as Wonka. Specifically, of course, a younger, more optimistic Willy Wonka before he becomes much older and a bit more cynical in later years. He does a decent job with the overall whimsy and also some of the little emotional bits here and there. Many of the other actors do a decent job, with Olivia Colman obviously being a very well-known and talented British actress, playing a pretty nasty, antagonistic character. Tom Davis is kind of funny, even though, not all the jokes stick, but, he tries. Speaking of comedy, you've also got Keegan-Michael Key, who plays the chief of police, who is the main person who the chocolate cartel has in their pocket and helps them out in terms of the police resources. Then, of course, the chocolate cartel themselves, Slugworth and the other two, who are decently funny in their own right, and even have a song of their own, which is a mix of hilarity and tad cringe, but I don't care. It was fun. The other actors are decent. The only actor who I was just not feeling too much was the little girl, Noodle, but that's fine. Not all child actors are able to knock it out of the park as much as their adult contemporaries, but it didn't ruin the film too much, so that's pretty good. And in terms of the film, I thought it was decent. I mean, I expected a decent amount from the people, or the producers, whatever, that brought us Paddington, and that was a good movie, so there was potential here. Obviously, there's also potential to mess it up, just because it's, a well-known property, so there's just all these hoops to jump through. But for what they made, I'd say it's good. in terms of comparing it to the other two Wonka movies, is somewhat easy just because there's free movies in total, so it's like kind of a top free thing. So at number one, I would definitely put the 1971 film with Gene Wilder at top. In the middle, Wonka, and then at the end is the Tim Burton one. So yeah, kind of an easy placement. But, it's decent. I would say it's something that the family would enjoy because it's a family movie, obviously, and that's definitely going to help it gain a lot of money because families are looking for something to go see during the holiday season, and that's just how it is. And people or movie companies often strategize around the holiday season. So yeah, I'm gonna give Wonka a 6 out of 10. A little decent movie, not bad. I hope you enjoyed this review for Wonka. Let me know what you thought of it. Did you like it? Did you not? Maybe also check out the rest of my channel, some of the other movie reviews I've done, or other little videos. Maybe even like, comment, subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Have a happy holiday, and I'll see you guys next time.